win away. You were here a couple of weeks ago, but to come back and get a similar kind of margin win. Were you pleased, I guess, with that one to obviously step, I guess, the pedal on the gas towards the end and just take that away from them?
Yeah, look, I'm really proud of the group and how they continue to rally and find ways against teams that are competing and fighting for the opportunity to play finals themselves. So we certainly know that you play any Chris coach team, it's going to be a tough, gritty game. You know, he's coached 300 and he's coached probably 3 times the amount of games I've coached in this league. And, you know, his teams always play gritty, tough basketball. They're great in transition and rebounded the ball. Geelong rebounded the ball exceptionally well today. But I thought our group did a really good job of managing the conditions.
Have you seen, I guess, their improvement across the 3-game series? Similar kind of margins, but in terms of, I guess, the competitiveness against it, have you seen them kind of come at you more and more throughout the 3 games, or? Yeah,
look, again, I think with any team, I mean, there's plenty of talent on that Geelong side. They'll find different ways to compete and, you know, find advantages. And, you know, today that came in the shape of many forms. I thought Hayley Jones had a pretty big impact on the game, particularly around the rim and post-ups and offensive rebounds and putbacks. You know, Geelong 21, they're the best offensive rebounding team in the league. That's typical for any team coached by Chris. You know, so opportunity there for us to make some improvement. But certainly, I mean, I don't think with any team it's typically a same plug and play game plan. You know, even our schemes change offensively every time we play Geelong, and, you know, it's very much a game of moves and counter moves. So yeah, look, I mean, without reviewing the game, it's tough to probably give you a definitive answer on that.
You guys, obviously, I feel like had more success at the three balls and a little bit more at the foul line as well. Do you feel like that made a difference in terms of, I guess, some more chances out there? And
I would have liked to get to the foul line a bit more.
As in compared to them, or like compared to the last game?
To them, just I guess the game.
I didn't really feel like we had the advantage at the free throw line.
Definitely not. I mean, we're the best 3-point shooting team in the league too. So I mean, that's we're gonna put shots up. I think we generate a lot of great shots with our offense. You know, and I back these players to shoot the ball if they're open with their feet set. You know, we spend a lot of time practicing the art of shooting the ball. So I think, I mean, again, I think it was fairly balanced as far as the opportunities for both teams.
Had to sit Tolo kind of in that third with the 4 fouls as well. She comes back into the 4th, but did that make an impact in terms of how you managed the game towards the end? I mean,
I'm trying to find ways to keep her on the floor for longer, to be honest. I just don't know how to do that. Sometimes, you know, I don't know what I need to do. Don't know what I need to keep her on the floor for longer. Maybe there's some other people who can get to the press conference and they can answer that question.
2 more games, obviously top of the ladder by 3 games by my estimation with the game in hand, but games against Southside and Canberra to come, how important is it just obviously, you know, you're playing finals, but to use these 2 games to get ready for that and obviously wanting to go for a title, how important does it become?
Yeah, it's huge for us. We want to go in continuing to play a certain style. I think it's less about winning the games, but we've talked about this the whole year. It's about how we do it, how we compete, how we show up. We feel like if we play the way we want to play and compete, that we will win. We're a good chance to win most games. But I think for us, we've been really process-based most of the year and we'll continue to be that way for those games. We want to execute our scouts, make sure we're taking care of business, doing the things that are part of our DNA so that when finals comes, we're, you know, hopefully kind of peaking and playing the best basketball.
You've like one of the most experienced kind of lineups for yourself and you, Tolo, Wilson, Griffin as well, but how's it to play with them, but also the other girls as well who kind of
I think we have a really great sort of spread of youth, experience. We have a lot of players that know how to win and have won, but players that are super hungry for that still too. I've never won a WNBL championship, even though I am one of the oldest players, one of the more experienced ones, and the ones that haven't for a few years, and haven't been to finals for a few years. So I think we have a really great blend, and the young ones are really hungry to learn from the older ones, but I feel like our vets are really, really great at taking the young ones in, supporting them, making them feel like we value every single player on this team, and I think you saw that today. The minutes that they gave were really, really important.
Just last one from me. Geelong, they kind of initiated a bit of a pride game tonight with the Stripe. NBL have their Pride round starting tomorrow. Is that something that you would like to see, I guess, league-wide? I guess with the new ownership potentially coming in next year, is that something that maybe you're anticipating that it could kind of kick off?
Yeah, I hope so. I think the more that we can have, I think widespread and like a unified approach to that, so that every team can jump on board. I think a little bit more. What am I trying to say? When you get the visibility of it, I think the more you can see it. Every city, every team, I think that would be great. We have Indigenous round, we have all these other rounds that we're supporting, period poverty, some really great causes. I think this one should be just as important, just as focal.
Congratulations to Geelong on the initiative as well.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. Thought the uniforms looked superb,
Yeah, they
and I think again if there's an opportunity for us to create more inclusivity in the league, and we have an opportunity here as elite athletes and coaches in the league here to be able to highlight that more regularly. So I would certainly encourage the league to embrace it and make that a regular round.
Thank you.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Thank you.